What are we doing, Mare?
Well, you wanted to grow pumpkins over at the Cove, so we got some seeds and we're going to do some little seedling starters. So they get planted in July, so we'll do that. Tomorrow's July.
Tell us what we got going on here.
Well, I always start with a Jiffy greenhouse starters, whatever. Anyway, so
is that like Jiffy popcorn?
Kind of, but not. So anyways, we took and we put water in them to like let them swell up, and now we're going to plant the seeds.
So we flooded those a couple times, and it's sucking in the water.
Yeah.
And then they swell up, and then you put the seeds in there.
Yeah, they start as these little tiny
you just said, isn't
pods. They start as these little tiny pods, and then they grow up, and then you plant the seeds, and then the plants grow.
Then we got to figure out a way after the plants grow where we're going to plant them.
Well, it's going to take us a couple of weeks for that to get to that point.
So we got a couple weeks.
Yeah, we've got about 10 days till they sprout, and then they'll grow up probably another week. So probably about 2-3 weeks we'll plant them.
Okay. So you got watermelons too?
Yeah, I got watermelons too because I like watermelon. We actually eat watermelons. So we should have planted the watermelons already, but you know, details. Probably won't get anything to grow anyway because the deer and everybody over there will eat the plants anyway, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting too much. It's just for fun, really.
Sure. Well, why not? And you bought the watermelon, right?
I bought the watermelon.
And you bought these.
And I bought these.
And
yeah.
those were a gift.
Yeah, the pumpkin seeds were gifts. Yeah.
Okay.
So. All right. I guess we get planted.
Okay. Okay. So what's the plan? We're going to put watermelons in one, the smaller pumpkins in another, and the huge pumpkins, which probably won't grow.
Yeah.
We'll put those in another one.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and show us how to plant these.
Like I'm some knowledgeable person about.
Aren't you the biology teacher?
I am the biology teacher, but I don't know.
So how many seeds per pod?
You're supposed to do like 2 to 3. I like to do 2. I don't like to overwhelm them. And then I just kind of stick them in there and cover them over just with a little bit of dirt. Done. Because if you put too many in the little pods, then they fight each other, you know?
So I don't know why you're talking, because from here on I'm doing a time lapse.
Oh, okay. Seeds.
So now what?
Now these 5 aren't going to have any seeds in them.
Oh well. So you got 2 packs of seeds per 72 pods.
Yeah.
Basically putting 2 in a pod, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here you're doing pumpkins.
Yes.
You're putting 2 in each one?
Yeah, we have plenty of seeds.
Okay.
So.
I was just saying, if all those watermelon catch, we're going to have a lot of watermelons.
That is true. So I'm putting the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins in first. So they're going to go in the back sections here. Probably should have only put 1, but we got so many seeds.
I'll just do 1 from now on, just to see.
We have 4 packages of seeds.
Okay.
My finger here. So these 2 rows are going to be the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I put 1 seed in each of these, and then I went back and I took a couple out of these, I don't even know which ones, to finish filling in the row, because the pumpkin seeds are bigger, there's fewer in the package. So 2 rows of those, and then I'm starting to put these ones in. These are early sweet sugar pie, and these ones here are only 90 days to grow, whereas the other ones are a little bit longer.
Okay. And then I made a little modification because I asked Marianne. I've never used these before. Marianne uses them all the time. It's like when I put the cover on this one, the watermelons here, it wasn't staying on. And she goes, well, hey, normally people start these in their house, like in their kitchen. Well, we're going to start them outside. So I just put a little slits, put a little zip tie, so now it's kind of like hinged here, but the covers won't blow away because we're just going to leave them out on the porch. Let them get some sun. Yep. Okay, so I just took I'm going to start another one for the big pumpkins. I just took the cover off, but this is what they look like before you put water in them. They're like little pucks. See? And then when you add the water, they swell up like those. So I'm going to get another one started to put the larger pumpkins in by themselves. Marianne ran out of 2 rows right here, so what she's going to do is, we got some green peppers in the house. She's going to cut them up and take the seeds out of the green peppers and just put them in here and see if we can get some pepper plants. Okay, I don't know how good you can hear me over the wind, but I just added water to these. You see how they're starting to swell up a little bit. And you want to make sure that they stay in their little spots, because if they pop out and they swell up too much outside of those little holes, they blow up, like we had one in that other one. Now look at these are all hydrated already. How much thicker? But we're going to let this sit for a while, let it suck in that water and swell up, and come back here in a little bit.
Alright, so I had 2 full rows left of pods that didn't have any extra seeds, because we're going to do the other big giant pumpkins in the 3rd container. So I just went in the house and I cut up a pepper. I'm going to plant some pepper seeds. I know that they should have really been in a long time ago, but I'm just going to throw them in. I'm going to put a couple more in each one of them. Maybe I'll put like 4 or so in, just because they're tiny. And maybe some will catch on and some won't. But I did do this in the classroom a few times. It works really nice. The peppers were really tiny when we did them in the classroom, when we grew them. But it was fun. We ate them in class every day. It seemed like there was a pepper that like grew and was ready almost every day for a while. And we'll probably not plant these over at the Cove. We'll probably just plant these in containers so that I can take them into the classroom then in the fall. When the time is right, they can have seeds or peppers all summer. I mean,
Yeah, you still have that. You still have that dirt in the tray in your greenhouse in the.
Yeah, and that's where we grew them out before.
Yeah, you can plant these in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of cool. You got them starting as babies.
Mhm. That's what we did that year too.
So you can see here, these things are sucking up the water. That's pretty cool. I've never used these before. Well, we always just bought plants. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like we didn't start them from seeds.
When I was a kid, we bought the plants too, but with the greenhouse at school, I've grown them from seeds a few times. I even grew corn from seed in the classroom a couple of times, and they grew really nice and tall, but then by the time I brought them home, you know, they kind of didn't really last.
Kind of fizzled out.
Yeah. But I guess if you planted them in those little containers like they do to sell, instead of just like in a pot and then try to plant that pot. You know, I don't know.
So when should we have started them peppers? Probably in April, right?
Yeah, probably.
To get them in the ground by May.
Yeah.
After the first, or after the last frost.
Yeah.
Put them in the
They
ground.
probably should have been probably about 8-9 inches tall by the time May came to be ready to go in the ground. But, you know, we weren't planning on growing peppers this year, so
We should. We go through a lot of them.
we do. We go through a ton of them.
How many peppers do we go through a week? Probably at least two to four a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot of peppers.
We put
But we
peppers
love
on
them.
almost everything.
Yeah. All right, so we're putting the. I don't think these are going to grow, but
Big moon.
big, huge, 200 pounders.
So there was 13 pumpkin seeds in that package.
Hey, my hinge worked.
Your hinge worked?
Yeah, should I put one on the other side so they don't flip open like that? How often do we have to open them?
You don't.
You don't?
You don't have to open them unless they're like not moist enough and like you can see the moisture is there.
Mm-hmm.
Or if the plants start to get too tall for it, then you can open it up. But otherwise, you really don't need to open them.
So maybe I should just zip tie 'em shut. Because we don't want that to happen. Then they dry out, right?
So I guess that we didn't need to plant the...
No, we could have put those in with those.
I had no idea there were only like
You got more
11
pepper?
seeds. Yeah, I have more pepper.
Well, then put more pepper in there. We'll have pepper pumpkins. We'll have giant pepper pumpkins.
Stop it.
That'd be funny. 200-pound green pepper.
That's not how that works.
Why does this taste like a pumpkin?
Gosh.
Your fingernails look lovely.
I'm sure they do.
That's a lot of seeds in one. Was that on purpose or accidental? Running out of seeds.
Running out of seeds, so I didn't want to do a whole row for nothing. A bunch of pepper seeds in.
Peppers growing in the driveway because you're dropping seeds down in the crack.
Probably. Alright, that's good enough.
Okay.
I don't have any seeds in this row at all, and I have a few left over here.
Okay, so I zip tied this one shut because that blew open. This one over here, we're getting the condensation in there already, which is what you want. That's good, right?
Yes. Just gonna add a little bit more water here, because this one is sucked up all the water out. I don't see any more like in the down below, so.
Okay. We'll zip tie that one up.
Yep.
Yeah, so I just carry zip ties in my pocket.
Oh, these aren't the plants I was working on. Those ones are over there. But we did plant all of the pumpkin seeds and all of the watermelon seeds, and we even planted some pepper seeds. We'll see if the plants grow and survive the deer.
So you're going to close this out? You've listened to me close out hundreds of videos. Well, how do you close out the video?
Hey, I did that once already. But yes, so thank you for watching, and until next time.
Oh, wait. No, you got to say, hey, find us on Instagram, search for Donley Cove,
I don't do any of that
subscribe and like. Yeah, you don't do any of that stuff.
I don't do any of that stuff.
All right,
Thanks for watching.
So till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.
1 week later.
So all our little seedlings are coming up nicely. They're actually kind of a little too big for the boxes now. We're going to have to get those their boxes built to put them in to protect them a little bit from the deer. But let's take a quick look. So this is the watermelons. Gets tucked in there nicely. And then these guys are pumpkins over here. So we've got some pumpkins growing. Not all the seeds obviously sprouted, but enough of them, and I'm kind of excited. And then this one here had pumpkins and the other seeds didn't sprout yet for the peppers though. But you can see these guys did grow nice. But peppers didn't grow yet. Sometimes, I mean, they should probably have taken a little longer to sprout than these ones did, but you never know. They might still sprout.